Here's a fifth fallacy, the placebo effect. Rita says,
okay, your weed tea seems to work for you sometimes. That's just the placebo effect. You could give somebody a sugar pill and tell them it will cure diarrhea, and it might work somewhat. Lots of studies have shown that placebos are partially effective.
it would be difficult to set up a clinical trial of weed tea versus placebos in the Gilligan's bile scenario, but it's pretty easy when we're talking about psych meds. Clinical trials for pharmaceuticals usually compare the results of the tested substance against control groups, where the participant receives no treatment, and compared against groups who receive a placebo. I haven't been able to find whether the FDA requires this kind of testing for psych meds, or if all psych meds have to be more effective than placebo for FDA approval. However, I looked it up, and Geodon, Risperdal, and Zyprexa, some popular atypical, the newer atypical antipsychotic medications, have all been proven more effective than placebo. If you're using something else or arguing about something else, look it up, and we can debate that. If you think they're wrong and it's all a placebo effect, or they're lying about these pills being more effective than placebo, prove them wrong by replicating the trials. I assume that anyone could read the methodology of those trials and test them again. Scientists do this all the time. If you come up with results showing they're way off, people will listen to you. I'll listen to you. Come back when you have something more than just speculation. Fallacy number 6. Psychiatrists can't cure mental illness, so what good are they? Skip the Gilligan metaphor. This one's easy to refute. Doctors are able to treat some physical illnesses even though they can't completely cure them. HIV and cancer are two examples of things that can't necessarily be cured, but they can be treated fairly well in some cases. It would be stupid to tell someone to skip chemotherapy just because it hasn't been proven 100% effective at curing all cancers. It is equally stupid when psychiatry deniers claim that all effective treatments for mental illness should be skipped because they aren't cures. See, there's a difference between cure and treatment. If the best thing you've got is a treatment, if there's no cure yet, you go with the treatment, even if it's not a cure, okay? And most of the psychiatry deniers who talk shit about there's no cures for mental illness would not make the same claims about physical illnesses, which we all know don't all have cures, okay? And they don't claim that that discredits all doctors because they can't cure cancer yet. Oh my God, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Don't get a flu shot because they can't cure cancer. All right. Fallacy number 7, psychiatrists and pharmaceutical companies have the motive to lie about their treatments. Maybe these aren't fallacies. Some of these are reasonable statements which psychiatry deniers use to draw faulty conclusions. Like, psychiatrists can't cure mental illness. True, but it doesn't mean that you should conclude psychiatrists are useless. Okay? Psychiatrists and pharmaceutical companies have the motive to lie about their treatments. True. Get rid of capitalism. It's incompatible with humanism, with trying for the betterment of humanity when some people are trying for the betterment of their wallet or whatever, okay? Some people can balance that or pretend to balance it. Ooh, I gave to charity. I'm going to go out on my yacht. Crap like that, all right. Maybe I'm guilty of it too. I should sell my books and my crap and my computer and, live in a barn and all that crap. But, anyway, here's my point. Yes, they're all anti-capitalists, all these psych deniers, aren't they? No, they are, what's my point here? I'm getting way off track. Psychiatrists and pharmaceutical companies have the motive to lie about their treatments. Sure, as anyone does, for money, if they're, don't care about their fellow human beings. Okay. However, and some of them do, I'm sure, some of them lie, some of them are crappy, some of them have sex with their vulnerable patients, whatever. But to say that they have a motive does not mean that they systematically screw over everyone. read some more mysteries. Motive is not proof of wrongdoing. Be consistent, you psychiatry deniers. Be consistent with that earlier part of yourself that wanted proof about all the causes and details of mental illness. You like that proof? You still like that proof? Now, why don't you get proof that psychiatrists and pharmaceutical companies are systematically putting out lousy products, screwing people over, ineffective products, and overhyping the effects of their claims and treatments. Dig up some proof that psychiatrists or pharmaceutical companies are lying about the effectiveness of most of their products, or else stop presenting your speculation as if it's truth.